How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last time we arrived at the Aether Foundation on Aether Paradise to find out that Team Rainbow Rocket has taken over Aether Foundation. This time we are going to be stepping foot inside of Lucamine's mansion, which happens to be taken over by Team Rocket now, and see if we can get to the bottom of things with seeing if we can stop Team Rainbow Rocket and send them away in another Ultra Wormhole, I guess, since that's where they arrived from. We can't really do anything in any of these staircases and doorways because they are blocked off, so let's just head inside of the main manor. Not even this room! I've had so many memories in this room! I want to check out the rest of the mansion, but the door is hidden behind the mirror, won't open. Let's go back to the entrance and see if we can find another way! Cool, what a waste of time. I was already in the main entrance, and then we have to go back. Intruders! You'll be sorry you messed with Team Rainbow Rocket, also known as Team RR. Wait one moment, my legs started shaking and they won't stop. Now who in the world waits just because an intruder asked them to? Such a pretty princess. Don't worry, we're going to obliterate you nice and proper. Hey, you punks. Mr. Guzma? The hated boss who beats you down and never lets up. Yeah, Big Bad Guzma is here. Hey, I know you. You're the boss of that pathetic group that got disbanded. Team Skull! I wouldn't expect much from just an Alolan thug. No vision, no ideals. What does a worthless punk want at Team Rocket's castle? I gotta admit, you got me all figured out. I got nothing. Not even my team anymore. I'm just another regular nobody. But, still, I got some things I can't let go. Things ain't nobody gonna mess with. And guess what? You punks just messed with one of those things. And I can't let that slide. Hey James, give me a hand here. Alright, we have been challenged to a double battle against Team Rainbow Rocket. I also just dropped my stylus. I need to pick that up really quickly. If I sound a little distorted on the microphone, I do apologize. Alright, so these Rocket Grunts sent out Fearow and Raticate respectively. Okay, well Gwen is our lead right now, so we can just Thunderbolt the Fearow no problem and get that taken care of. And then Golisopod here can take care of the Raticate, as long as we survive that Drill Peck, which we do. Golisopod avoids a Super Fang by Raticate, and Fearow goes down to a Thunderbolt. Very, very nice. Critical hit, I don't know if that mattered or not. We are pretty high level compared to Fearow, I believe by like 5 or 6 levels, so probably would have taken it out either way. Golisopod is going to use Brick Break on Raticate, and it's going to take it out, which means we've defeated both of these Team Rainbow Rocket Grunts. Pretty much no problem. Rocco's going to grow to level 70, and officially, we've defeated Team Rainbow Rocket. What? We're Team RR. We're not supposed to lose to a kid and a punk. They won't be obliterated. Thank you for helping us, Mr. Guzma. I just beat down the goons who were getting on my nerves. That's all. Now what are you standing around for? Got a score to settle too, don't you? Yes, we do. Here, let me heal your Pokémon for you. I guess I'm still not strong enough as a trainer. I'll focus on healing your Pokémon for now. If your Pokémon need help, come to the room in the back. And then Lily heads back to the room that we came out of after heading into in the first place, because that's where she's just gonna be stationed at. Anyway, we have two options where we can go. We can go to the right or we can go to the left. I think I'm gonna go to the left to start out because, yes, that's right, it's not a Team Rocket hangout without any warp portals. Whoa. Alright, you lot. Just as we planned. Let's gang up on the intruder and let them have it. Yeah! Alright, we've been once again challenged by another male Team Rainbow Rocket Grunt. They're gonna have a Tentacruel. Now, you probably noticed by now, but all of these Rainbow Rocket Grunts do have Pokemon only based in the Kanto region for their partners. Which makes sense, because there's about 1 billion Grunts, and there's, 151 Pokemon for them to choose from for each of these Grunts. Although technically, if you want to be a little technical and a little anal about it, they only have like a select actual few that they cycle through, but you know what I mean. Alright, we did get poison there. I think it straight up used Toxic on us. I didn't really pay too much attention. But it's going to use Protect now in order to chip away some damage on us. Once again, very, very smart. Some VGC-type plays here. Alright, let's go for Thunderbolt. We're just going to keep putting pedal to the metal here. Tried for the double Protect. I do see you, Rocket Rainbow Grunt. I do see you. Unfortunately, though, that is not going to work, because this isn't VGC, so VGC luck is not against me today. Anyway, we've defeated the Rainbow Rocket Grunt. Why? Come on, guys, we said we'd attack together, didn't we? Sorry, sir, we just couldn't get the timing right. Well, I guess our only option is to reveal our contingency plan. At the same time now, retreat! Nothing like the sound of many a Rocket Grunt running in fear and retreat. Alright, we have two options we can go. I'm gonna go with the bottom option first, just to see where it takes me. And it looks like I picked right, possibly? So I'm gonna check the top option here really quickly. Just because. Ooh, we have a double warp panel option. I guess we need to defeat the Grunt in order to go back to where we need to go, maybe? There is an item here. Or not, because once again, it is not a Team Rocket hideout without a disguised Electrode as an item. I believe there are 3 or 4 of them scattered around the entire Rainbow Rocket Manor, which is pretty cool that they added that Easter egg there. But we are gonna try to take it out. I would run away, but I'm pretty sure I would not be able to escape because of how slow I am in comparison. So I'm just gonna try to take it out. However, the poison is gonna be a disgusting factor here. So let's hope that these gyro balls continue to not do as much, and that we can take it out with maybe a critical hit before the poison damage racks up. Okay, no critical hit. Poison is gonna do a lot of damage. What was that, like 24? We avoided the gyro ball. That's good. Flash cannon. Not enough to take out Electrode. Okay. You know what? I'll finish you with the next scissor. Why not? And that time we outsped it. Okay, you know what? I know all of the Alola Pokemon are slow. I've probably mentioned this like 1,700 times in the last 3 years it's taken me to do this series, but man, the fact that Alola Pokemon were programmed to be like completely slow is kind of ridiculous. Alright, I think I went completely backwards at this point. Okay, there is an item this time, an actual item. An Iron Ball. Oh, okay, that female grunt is gonna try to battle me, I think, if I do that. Oh, whoa. Am I now screwed? Yes, okay, I went back to the beginning! Cool. Alright, well, we can try this again, I guess. And this time, we're gonna head down. I learned my lesson, because that's the proper way we needed to go. Okay, I guess none of these battle me. Oh, okay. We can't force our way through. No, we have to play musical panels in order for that to happen. Alright, so head down there. I'm not battling any of these grunts. I'm just trying to get through here as quickly as I can, because there's so many grunts that I could battle, but, you know, I really don't want to fight all of them. Okay. I'm gonna go here. I think this is the correct way. Ooh. I really don't want to fight you. Aw, dang it. I thought I could avoid him, but, you know, I guess I wasn't quick enough. Alright, well, we do have another battle against a rocket grunt. Let me guess, you only have one Pokemon, sir? Yes, you do. Okay. And your single Pokemon is going to be a Haunter. Yeah, see? We already faced a grunt with a Haunter before, so at this point now they're just going to keep cycling through, which is why I didn't really want to battle so many grunts, because we're just going to keep seeing the same Pokemon over and over and over again, and I'd rather not have these repetitive battles if I can help the Destiny Bond. Please, for once, Gwen, be weak. Nope. Okay, well, Haunter's gonna take Gwen down with it. I mean, we were half health and poisoned, so it's not that big a deal. And I do have items to revive Gwen, but it still sucks. Alright, let's go on the warp panel, see where that takes us. Looks like we're gonna end up over here with a guard special. Nice. Okay. I'm a little concerned that I'm actually going the wrong way. Well, at least we didn't end up at the very beginning. We ended up over, toward the, hopefully the end? I'm gonna go on this one because that feels like the right way to go. Okay, it looks like we did make it through, and now we have 3 options, as well as more battles. Oh, they're just... Oh, okay. They're just gonna use warps too. Huh? I thought this was supposed to be a pincer attack. Why am I all alone? Oh, it looks like we got a clue about where we need to go. Blast! Our plan has failed. No matter, I'll stop you by myself. Alright, one Pokemon from this Rocket Grunt, and he's going to have Eradicate. Alright, who's my next Pokemon? Is it Triton? Yes, it is Triton. Okay. Well, that should be easy. I am Choice Spec, so all I need to do is select one of my moves, and I pretty much win. I'll go with Sparkling Aria, just because Sparkling Aria looks pretty. And, I mean, look at my Triton. He's majestic. There we go. Sparkling Aria takes out Eradicate, which means we have defeated this Team Rainbow Rocket Grunt as Triton grows to level 69. Alright, so our clue, I guess, that the right way is down here from this female grunt? Maybe, possibly? No. Okay, it just led her to a completely different room. And it's not a required battle, which I do appreciate. Alright, let's go on this warp panel. Ooh, I see some doors. That means that we're on the right track. A full restore there. And let's go ahead and heal up our Pokemon just because. Okay, everybody's all healed up. Let's get going. I'll stop you right here. No need for my supervisor here to worry himself. Alright, this Rocket Grunt has one Pokemon, and it is going to be Fearow. Alright, perfect. Gwen's still in front after being healed up and revived, so this should be an easy battle for her. All we gotta do is use one Thunderbolt, and we are home free. As long as we don't get critical hitted by a Drill Peck or a Sky Attack. Oh god. Glenn? Please? Okay, good. Fearow got taken out. Ooh, that could have been very, very scary if that Fearow landed that Sky Attack. But nonetheless, we have defeated this Rainbow Rocket Grunt. Let me show my underling how it's done. Alright, and this Rocket Grunt also only has one Pokemon, and his is a Muck. Okay, so it's a fairly new Pokemon that we've seen from these Rocket Grunts, so they're kind of mixing it up. But I think Muck is the last Pokemon we really had yet to see in terms of the Pokemon rotation for all of the Rocket Grunts, so kind of anticlimactic, but you know. Alright, we're gonna switch into Elizabeth because this thing could start minimizing, and I do not want to play those games. I just want to use Earth Power, which is same type attack bonus, and I want to get out of here as fast as I possibly can because Muck with evasiveness is no bueno. Alright, let's go ahead and use Earth Power, and that is not even enough to take it out. It does do half, which is cool, but here comes the Minimize, which was my main concern when it came to facing off against Muck here. Okay. Oh boy. Let's try another Earth Power, please break through. Oh my god, we actually did not suffer the wrath of lower or higher evasiveness. Oh goodness, thank you. Game, sometimes you bless me, even though you absolutely do not have to, because yet again, lest I mention that it's taken me 3 years to get toward the end of this adventure. God, I have a lot to say when it comes to the end of this series. Anyway, there we go. We have cleared the Rainbow Rocket Grunts, and once again, I need to heal up because we got an important battle coming up. Let's heal that poison on Elizabeth, and you know what? I'm not gonna even waste more time getting full HP on my Pokemon. We're gonna hop right in. What's this? You defeated the Team RR goons, did you now? Well, that's a shame. They weren't my real crew, but they were still mine for the moment. The name's Archie. I'm the leader of Team Aqua. Just when I completed my great plan, I got swallowed up by a giant wave. And when I came around, I was in this world. The boss of Team RR was kind enough to let me use this room as my own. I've been trying to figure out a way to get back to my own home. And I do want to go back eventually, but I find myself thinking, maybe I should make this world more like my ideal while I'm here anyway. I've got the Sea Basin Pokemon Kyogre. With its power to control the rains, I'll call down a great deluge to wash away this world's land. All life is born from the sea. If we help the ocean expand, we're creating the cradle for future life to grow and thrive. The best possible future for both people and Pokemon, don't you think? So you want to get in my way just like that buffoon from Team Magma? Well then, you little scamp, it's the rope's end for you and your Pokémon. We have been challenged by the leader of Team Aqua, Archie. He's gonna have 5 Pokémon. His first is going to be Mightyena, level 64, Dark type, Intimidate for the ability, with the moves Crunch, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, and Ice Fang. When I first played through episode RR, I was utterly impressed and astounded that they managed to bring back villains from past generations into this game. Because, spoiler alert, Archie is not the only one. They brought back villains from previous generations in this, and it is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that you get to fight all of the bosses from previous games again is absolutely amazing. And I cannot believe that it's never been done since. I'm hoping it may be done in Generation 10, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Alright, Gwen is fairly low. I'm gonna go and switch to Venom here, just because I want Venom to start catching up a little bit in terms of everybody else on the team. That way we can see... Oh, and Archie's gonna use a full restore, so this actually works out pretty perfectly for me, because now I can just nonchalantly do this. Now, the thing is, the AI for these boss battles is very, very strong. So the bosses do tend to switch out their Pokemon. I'm using Nasty Plot. I used it in hopes that he would switch Mightyena out, but it does have Ice Fang, so I probably should have just done what I needed to do. However, this Dragon Pulse here is probably not going to be enough, even after one. Never mind! Mightyena goes down. I was going to say, I don't think one Nasty Plot would have been enough, but hey, what do I know? Beast Boost is going to give us a boost in our speed, which is absolutely amazing. I will greatly take that. Venom grows to level 58, and Archie's next Pokemon is going to be his Muck, level 64, Poison type, Poison Touch for the ability, with the moves Gunk Shot, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch. Let's use Dragon Pulse again. I definitely think Muck is going to be able to tank a +1. Yeah, Muck definitely tanks a +1 Dragon Pulse. And we're not too quite acquainted with Venom in Pokemon Refresh, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to clutch the 1 HP there, but you know what? Let's go in with Elizabeth, because we can use either Psychic or Earth Power, preferably Earth Power because it's the same type attack bonus. Muck is going to go for Ice Punch, figures not same type attack bonus, so we are kind of okay. Poison Touch off the Ice Punch, not as great, but it's better than being flinched or frozen. There we go. Earth Power is enough to take out Muck. Critical hit probably did not matter, but, you know, we still take those. Elizabeth is going to grow to level 69. Excellent. And Elizabeth cured her own poison. Beautiful. Thank you, Pokemon Refresh. Alright, Archie's next Pokemon is going to be Sharpedo, level 64. Water Dark type with Rough Skin for the ability. With the moves Night Slash, Liquidation, Ice Fang, and Poison Fang. We're going to go ahead and switch Elizabeth out and send in Caffeine. We're going to aim for a Wood Hammer. And then, if need be, if we survive any possible moves it uses, then we'll go for the U-turn to switch out. But we're going to go for the big damage first. Liquidation's coming out to play. That does a lot of damage. I think we're about to take ourselves out with Wood Hammer. We did take out Sharpedo, though, so at least there's that. Rough Skin plus the recoil from Wood Hammer definitely going to be enough for Caffeine to go down. Caffeine, you did your job. You took out one of the toughest Pokemon Archie has on his team, so you know what? For that, I salute you. Alright, unfortunately we need to send out our own Pokemon next. I think we're just going to play it safe and go with Rocco, since Rocco is level 61, or 71, excuse me. Archie's next Pokemon is going to be Crobat, level 64, Poison Flying type, Inner Focus for the ability. With the moves, Dark Pulse, which it's using right now, Air Slash, Toxic, and Sludge Bomb. Okay. Yeah, let's go for Stone Edge. We're gonna get Toxic, that's fine. We did flinch off of that Dark Pulse earlier, which I forgot Dark Pulse has a chance to flinch. Stone Edge is gonna hit, thankfully it didn't miss. And Crobat is going to go down. Excellent. Poison afflicts Rocco as Archie prepares to send out his ace Pokemon. That's right, Archie has a Kyogre, level 66, Water type, with Drizzle for the ability. With the moves, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Thunder, and Ancient Power. Okay, so we may be in trouble, because I do think it will outspeed, but I'm hoping that I can hit my Z move and do a lot of damage. Oh my god, it lived on like 5 HP. Are you serious? Oh. Wow, we were so close to taking out Kyogre with a freaking Z move. That's crazy that it actually lived, though. The power of legendary Pokemon, man. Alright, Triton, let's go for a Moonblast. Thunder is not gonna miss because of that Drizzle. It's not same type attack bonus, though. But we still get taken out. Okay. I don't think Gwen's gonna be faster. I really don't. So I think I'm gonna have to max revive here. I mean, realistically, I have to max revive Rocco, because Rocco is my fastest Pokemon. So Rocco would be the one to outspeed it, to take it out. So we're gonna go with that. Yeah, I know, it's very cheap. I know. Rocco, come on out. Let's go ahead and finish things off with a crunch. There we go. Down goes Kyogre, which means that we have defeated the leader of Team Aqua, Archie. Well, would you look at that? I control the ocean in all its power, yet here I am, beaten by a little tyke. Alright, you've made your point. I can see you're not one to be trifled with. If you want to get farther into Team Rocket's castle, though, you better have checked out the pictures hanging on the walls. The red one and the blue one, too. It makes me wonder, if there was a trainer like you back in my old world, would I have ever been able to pull off my great dream? So the thing about these boss fights, or these villains that came back through these ultra wormholes, so technically, these bosses got to achieve what they set out to do. In an alternate timeline, these bosses were pulled from achieving what they set out to do in their original games. So, not only do we have the alternate timelines based off of Mega Evolution, but we also have alternate timelines based off of these bosses actually succeeding with their endeavors in their respective games. Pretty crazy, don't you think? Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Next time, we will head to the right and check out which villainous boss from the past is awaiting us. But I mean, you can probably figure out who it's gonna be, based off of who we just fought. Until then though, thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.